What's up, everyone? Today we are in a training raid on Resort because I'm going to go over some spots that you can hold down to get some very nice kills. Now, I've been switching up my playstyle a lot, and I'm trying to really bring a more passive playstyle around to show people you can play different ways in the game. So, to start it off, here's a couple spots you can go around Resort and hold it down. The very first spot we're going to talk about is this sky bridge right in the front of the hospital here, and it's right in between that and I believe the modern apartments. Now, the best thing about this bridge is that you can catch players coming from this side of the map, and you can also catch players coming from this side of the map, which is very common because this also happens to be a spawn location. So you can spawn, come right to this point, and then you can catch all the players over here spawning off. You can catch anyone that's deciding to rotate down through here. A lot of players have to exit the bank, and maybe they'll leave the bank and they come straight through this way. So there's so many different angles, and if players ever decide to push you and come in here, if you understand this whole layout of these buildings, you can outplay these players very heavily, because these buildings are pretty complicated. You know, we have to go downstairs on this side, it wraps around. You can also come all the way over to this side, and there's downstairs, and it wraps around, and there's a little more down here in the hallway, down this way. So there's a lot of little things in this building you can learn to outmaneuver players that are trying to push you and be aggressive. Alright, and the next spot we have here is the roofs of the hospital, okay? I'm not sure which wing this is. This is one wing here. There's a wing over on this end. There's a roof on this end. You can climb down here. There's so many different ways to maneuver throughout these hospitals and these roofs, and it's absolutely amazing. Now, you can't even vault in the training mode, but if I wanted to, I can actually drop down and vault into this window right here if I wanted to, which is also very nice. These roofs have so much maneuverability, but the best thing to know is to always be in cover. When you're using the hospital roofs, you always want to be peeking players from in between these slits here, right? This is where you want to be looking at. You want to catch the players through here because this is the hardest place for them to actually catch you and see you at. But obviously, these gaps are big enough to where you can shoot them, from a wide enough range while they're moving through these areas. Once you're on top of the hospital roof, standing on spots that are like this, that are completely open or somewhere near the stairs, is very dangerous. You don't want to come back to these areas once people know you're on the roof. You're always going to be exposed, all right? You want to make sure you're always looking through these slits. And as I said, I'm working on some type of playstyle guide for this because I will be showing you guys a different type of passive play. The aggressive playstyle is very nice, but I will be showing you that there is other ways to play the game. So I'll be using all these spots and raids and showing you how I decide to use them personally. Now, this next spot here is right over next to the bank here. Now, we know the bank is one of those spots that people love to push. Well, sometimes you don't always have to go and push the bank yourself. It's kind of good to get to a spot where you can sit outside and watch over it. And that's basically what this spot is right here. Now, this is a very nice spot to just climb up right here. And now you can hold down this whole street area. You can watch the entrance. You can just sit over here. You can watch the backside. And if you really want, you can push over to this end, come over the wall, and then just get on top of this trash can and just kind of just sit around here. All right, you can hop on top of the wall when you need to, get a little higher angle. You can watch over this side, watch down this street. So basically, it's an area you would come to, early game when you're looking to take out players who are rushing the bank and you want to have some cover at the same time. You can stay here. When players are shooting you, you easily drop down. You can heal up. No one can get to you unless they come through this way right here. It's the only way to get into this area. It's a one way in, one way out, and you have so much cover. You have so many different ways you can play it. You can hug this wall and wrap all the way around, but obviously overexposing yourself isn't a good thing to do. But other than that, yeah, it's a really good spot to hold down and watch over the bank. Also, from here, if you ever feel that any of those players rush the bank too quick and they're going to go through the tunnel, you can go ahead and sit right over here and wait for them to come out, and you have perfect angles all around here to take out these players. They're going to be coming through construction. Now, the last spot here that I like to hold down is this general area right here. All these pillars, this stair area right here, this whole area is perfect to hold down the bank, to hold down this whole gutter area, to hold down this whole back area. There's so much cover over here, it's disgusting. For people to really push you and fight you, you're going to be fighting between pillars and so much cover the whole time. While you're sitting here, you can sit and look through here, you can come all the way up here, look through this way, you can come over to this corner and you can catch players coming down this road, down here towards the bank. There's also a little small room over here you can hop in and out of, just, you know, to bait players. Maybe they don't understand the layout as well as you do. You can come around here and just, like, this whole area is absolutely amazing. The amount of cover that you get around here is crazy. And I would definitely hold down this side, not so much, I know there's more on the other end, but this side right here specifically is the best spot in my opinion to just hold down early game, mid game, and just wipe out anyone who walks by. But that's going to be it for this video. If you like this video in any way, go ahead and hit that like button. Like I said, I'm going to be switching up the playstyle a lot more, right? So we're going to be having some different types of videos coming out. Hope you're looking forward to that. Hit the comment section if you have any questions. Hit the subscribe button for some more content, and I will catch you guys later.